Yo, imagine you find the dongle you need for your microphone, and now you don't know where you put it. I was doing my beginning of the year cleanse of my room yesterday, and now I don't even know where the damn dongle is. Either way, I'm probably gonna be getting a wireless mic because we cannot be doing this. I'm just praying to all mighty Allah that this video's audio turns out good. If it's crappy, I do apologize, but if it's good, yay. So hi everyone, again thank you so much for joining me today, because today I'm going to be talking about my 2023 plans, or at least not specifically the plans, but I'm just going to be asking a couple questions, to myself, or asking and answering questions regarding 2023, and just like how I want to go into the year. I don't like the way this look. Mock necks are hit or miss. Right now this mock neck don't want to, it's mocking me. The mock neck is mocking me. I'm going to be answering these while I eat Dunkin'. Let's begin. Welcome to my 2023. How am I going to be doing this year? What we're going to be doing this year, what we're going to be attempting this year. First things first, I want to start with my intention for next year. One thing that I want to do next year, and I think I mentioned it in the other video, my end of the year video, if you want to check it out, you can. One thing that I want to do for myself is I want to take action this year. All of last year, the year before, basically all the years before 2023. And one thing I did was I always said I wanted to do this. I always said I wanted to do that, but I never took any action. I never actually sat there and decided that, yes, this is what's going to happen. If I did take any action, I would quit on that after like a week or so of doing things. For example, content creation. I think I mentioned this in the other video as well. I was doing okay, and then I stopped. Granted, I did stop because of some issues. I always talk the talk, but my mind was overthinking. I do have a little bit of anxiety. I just always thought the negative. I just never thought that it could be something that if I worked hard on, I would succeed. But then one thing I asked myself at the end of last year, or the last quarter of the year, was, how do you know you're not going to succeed if you didn't try? Like, I didn't bother with trying. I tried. The failure was me not even trying my best. So this year, I'm going to try my hardest when it comes to just the things that I've planned for myself this year. I want to do more things for me and enjoy my presence more. Last year, it's something that I started doing throughout the year a little bit, especially after I mentioned before, after I got my car. Granted, I do enjoy my presence. I do like my little whatever is going on right now, but I also want to, not try to be in my house all the time. Granted, I love my room, I love my space, I love my sanctuary, all that, but I'm trying to be out there, discover things, do more things, enjoy my own presence, build my own confidence, and just me and how I do things, and then see where that leads us to. I feel like that was something that I kind of did last year, but I didn't do enough. I spent my time mostly worrying. I spent my time mostly worrying and just not doing and uplifting myself in many, many ways, and that is, it showed a lot and brought out a lot of negativity. So I'm trying my best this year in trying to uplift myself in the different ways that I can. For example, usually at the end of the year, I don't know if anybody else gets this, I always have this weird funk or sadness or just depression or just downness that usually comes in the last couple of days of the year. I just started feeling so down, and I noticed that the past few years that's what has been happening. So this year what I did was I just took myself out. It wasn't New Year's Eve. It was Friday into New Year's Eve. I just took myself out. I felt the downness, but I was like, are you really going to sit there and let it and succumb to it? Or are you going to try to find something that's going to help you, do better? I took myself out and I bought myself something, and I went to go get some food, and I played some banging music, and granted, the feeling was still there, but it wasn't as bad. Why? Because I was just like, I'm not gonna sit there and let this feeling, get in my way. So what do I want to change completely this year? It kind of goes with the first thing, or the first question, or my action time. I do not want to wait to the last minute to be able to accomplish something. It's something that I always do. I've taken it from my mini years to my college years into adulthood. Procrastination is the name. My mind has seen what I can do in the last minute, and it's decided that that is just what it's going to do from now on. And I have seen what I can do when I don't wait till the last minute. I've seen what I can do, because last quarter, everything was happening in the last quarter. For some reason, I always do my little changes in the last quarter of the year. So hopefully my changes is in the beginning, middle, and end of this year, because we cannot be waiting till the last quarter to finally find change. It's ridiculous, you know? I saw what I could do if I actually took my time and actually planned and put intention into my action and just planned things out. And one thing I realized, one of the reasons why I always procrastinate, one is, depending on the situation, I'm still one of those people that still struggles with asking for help, and I could talk about this in another video. I think I will. I still struggle with asking for help sometimes, and it's gotten to a point where, because I don't ask for help, I wait to the last minute in order to be able to get things done. Another thing would be, I don't know why, when I have something happening, I have this feeling that when I'm about to do something, like, instead of acting on it, I literally sit here and I'm like, either my mind is telling me, oh, you have more time, or there's just this weird feeling of not wanting to do the thing. Not wanting to do the thing until the last minute. Like, for example, I wanted to get my car insurance. I ain't about to be paying all this car insurance. This is my first car, so obviously it's gonna be And instead of taking my time, planning and making sure that I got under my parents' insurance as soon as possible, or at least, did what I needed to do, I waited till like it was a week before my car insurance was due. I started calling my parents' insurance. Come to find out, there was a whole lot of that happened. Like, instead of planning to make sure that there is no obstacle in my way, or if there is an obstacle, I have time to fix it. No, I sat there, waited till it was like a few days before, and then I had to cough up the $300. I had to cough up the money that they was charging me. Okay, so I wanted to clarify. I'm not paying $300. I am paying $280. I have been paying $280 starting January, and I will be paying that for the next 6 months. I've been told by my insurance company that it may go lower, or at least whatever insurance company I speak to, it will be lower after a year. I have only had my car for a year. I've had my last license for a long time, but they really don't care about that. They were like, if you wanted to be under your parents' insurance, the car has to be registered under your parents' name. I'm sorry. Who's got the time to go to the DMV to go get it deregistered and re-registered, and then later on get it re-registered under me again? Because I'm going to have to register it under my parents, and ain't nobody doing that. Nope, not me. So I'm going to thug it out, pay them their $280, and keep calling every other insurance until I find something cheaper. Okay. Because just a tip here for all my girlies and boys. If you do not have a car yet, ask your parents to put you under their insurance. So when it's time for you to get that insurance, it's going to be cheap for you. Because why? They're going to sit out here. They're going to mess you up, make you pay all this money to, God forbid, when the time comes, not be able to help you. What's up? Anywho, I'm going to go now because I'm already mad that I already have to pay $280, but I'm going to pay him. I'm going to pay it. All right, now back to the video. Okay, bye. My mindset is out of sight, out of mind. Like, granted, I don't want to tell myself that, but it's just really how things be. So I bought a new planner. I've started filling this planner a month before December 1st, I started filling this planner out. I have got my ish planned to the T. I'm still planning because things just be happening and you never know. So just taking my time, planning myself out and making sure that my action time is a little bit faster. Like, I'm really trying to break this procrastination curse, because it's actually, I'm calling it a curse because it works out in some times, and there are other times when I need it to work out, it does not, and it pisses me off. But that's okay, because we're going to try our best in making sure that that's something that we tackle this year. And by we, I mean me. you know. How do I intend to be different at the end of next year? Or technically, how do I tend to be different at the end of this year? I don't have to be perfect. Like, I'm not planning to be 100% on everything that I've planned for myself or the intentions that I've made for myself this year, but I do want to see an improvement. I need to take my time in learning how to, again, take the action and grow, because I can talk the talk, but if I ain't doing what I need to do to actually improve myself, what's that doing for anyone? Like, I need to make sure that I'm taking action in the things that I'm doing. I want to see improvements. I want to see improvements in how I handle myself, how I handle things. I just want to make sure that I'm taking a step in the right direction. I want to see that I have taken steps in the right direction. There's going to be good things coming out of this year, inshallah, and I really, really hope that I do what I need to do to secure those good things, okay? So, yeah. All right, so another thing that I wanted to ask myself for this year is, what will I be doing to step out of my comfort zone? Because baby, I have built that zone. And right now I'm trying to essentially break the bricks, because the bricks have been done, built up. And I'm trying to break the bricks because...
Break the bricks. Hashtag break the bricks. Ah, that's cool.
The bricks of the comfort zone. Well, obviously I still want my comfort zone, and I'm not trying to fully break the bricks, but I'm at least trying to poke so I can see the other side and see what's up. But one thing, answering my text back, so you guys are probably like, girl, what the hell does that have to do with your comfort zone? Baby, my comfort is not having to speak to people all the time. I don't know why, but there is just this weird feeling I get when it's time to speak to folks that I'm not comfortable with. Yeah, I can talk to my parents. Yeah, I can talk to my friends, close friends. But there is just this anxiety with having to come up with a conversation every time I speak to someone. So this is why I don't leave my house, or when I go on the Hinge app, I barely have any success. Why? Because I have to sit there and I overthink, and like in my brain, I'm probably looking, but in my brain, it's, there's a lot going on. Because I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I have to come up with another conversation. What if I look boring? This is why I don't text back. Because I don't even know what to say to you. But I know for a fact that if I do, I will be fine. You just reminded me, I gotta text my aunt back. I'll text her back after this. I also just have to make sure that I do things for myself. Build that comfort zone of just not being in my little box. Physical and metaphorically in that little box. And making sure that I just take time to explore things and do things. And just, out there, Okay. How will I learn from the future mistakes? I know for a fact I'm not perfect. I'm not going into this year perfect. I know for a fact that shit's gonna happen. I mean, it's the second day and I already cried this morning. But I'm gonna learn to make sure that no matter how much I cry, no matter how much I'm annoyed, I'm not gonna let the bad things dictate how things go in the future. I know for a fact, like, taking steps and breaking out of my comfort zone may not give the results that I want, but I'm still gonna keep trying and hope that I can hopefully at the end get the results that I do want. I'm gonna try my best to make sure that, yes, I'm gonna probably be hurt by my future mistakes, but I need to make sure that I also learn from the future mistakes and not make the same mistake again. You feel me? What do I want to accomplish this year? Which kind of goes, these questions kind of go into each other, so I probably will mention things a couple of times. Something that I want to accomplish this year is using the tools that I have in my disposal. Like, baby, I did that last year, and tell me why it's the reason why I'm going into 2023 with good shit happening, or at least some plans. Y'all, if you have the network around you, don't be afraid. What the fuck is this? Oh, started for a lot. It's my mat. It was right here. I thought it was, okay. If you have the network around you to be able to do things, or at least accomplish things, you please get out your head. Don't let your head talk you out of things, and use your network to be able to accomplish the things that you want to do. I guarantee you, your friends and everyone is there to help you. They want to help you. Use the tools that you have. I was talking myself out of the fact that I don't know how to code. Baby, I do if I put my mind to it. Which existing relationships do I want to focus on this year? Speaking with my family outside of my family. Granted, I think, not to go too personal, but like, I don't really talk to my cousins and stuff, which is terrible. So fucking terrible. If my cousins are watching this, I'm so sorry. I don't talk to them as much, and that's something that I want to change this year, because I just feel like it's time for me to build the relationships that I know were there. Ever since I came to America, like many a year ago, relationships that I had back home, they just kind of like broke. No, they didn't break, but let me not say broke. Relationships I had back home, they just got a lot more distant, and I don't want to do that with my family. So I'm gonna try my best this year to, you know, reach out, be more there. I want to visit. I want to see them, because it's been a minute, and you know, I'm not trying to break all that. You feel me? All right. How will I make next year matter? Well, it will be the year, as I've mentioned already like 50 billion times, where I'm actually going to do something and not just open my big mouth and just be talking. 2023 is a year of change, kind of like Obama said. Damn it. I hope did Obama say that? I think he did. Yeah. It's been a minute, you know? Skills do I want to learn this year? So one thing is, I do want to finally improve and become a front-end web developer. I don't know if I've mentioned this like 50 billion times, but I did graduate with a computer science degree. Took some time off because I'm gonna admit it, didn't truly believe in myself. Didn't believe that I could actually accomplish anything with my degree. But guess what? I've decided, I kind of looked into my years of college and kind of figured out what I actually loved about going to college and getting this degree. And again, I will be coming out with another video to explain all that, I promise. I just wanted to go back and actually use what I've learned, because there are a few reasons why. One, I know for a fact I definitely enjoyed my web development classes. I've used it multiple times even outside of school. Like I don't want to say I stopped coding fully. I never stopped fully coding, but I never did it as frequently. So I'm spending my time this year kind of building up my skills again. If I were to look right now in this moment, for the foreseeable future, I see myself becoming a front-end web developer, and I want to take the chance to explore it again and take my time in hopefully building a career out of it. So that's something that you're going to be seeing me do throughout this year. I hope, I know, and I hope, inshallah, that I will get the chance to be able to accomplish this. And when I do, you guys are gonna see me, and I'm kind of excited. I'm really excited. I want to pick up my sewing skills again. I know these are little things, but I want to pick up my sewing skills again. I want to start making little things, and I want to learn how to crochet. Who will I ask for help and support? I would say my family and my friends. Like I mentioned before, asking for help is something that has been very difficult for me throughout the whole process of getting better at asking for help and asking for, you know, things and talking to people. My family and friends have always been the ones that have been there. And I know for a fact that if I were to ask them for anything, they would be the ones to help me through it all, as well as I would help them, obviously, you know. I feel like this video is a lot shorter, but I know for a fact my end of the year review of 2023 is gonna be a lot longer. This is just the beginning. This is just the start. So yeah, but my last question, how will I take care of myself? Because I know I'm gonna be doing a lot of things. I'm gonna be very, very busy this year. Not very, well, inshallah, I'll be busy. I cannot just be sitting here doing nothing, you know? You feel me? But just, don't know if I mentioned this, taking myself out on dates. Hopefully going on a date that's not just me taking myself out, you know? Just doing things that will bring my mood up, and just, you know, trying my best to be a lot more out there. And I'm not shy. I'm one of them girls where shy when you first meet me, but loud as shit when you get to know me type of, you know, them girls. Yeah, that's me right there. But just taking myself out and lifting my mood up, because I'm not gonna lie, my mood does dictate how I go through my day. And if I can find ways to lift myself out, like, I'm not expecting to be, again, smiley 24/7, happy all the time. I know days are gonna come where it's just gonna be a shutdown, but one, taking my time to find ways to lift my mood up, especially when it starts to, you know, go go down a lot, or at least hit rock bottom to a point where I don't want to do things. I've had those moments. But also taking time to recoup, because again, like I said, it's a busy year. Yes, I want to bring my mood up to be able to do those busy things, those busy things, but I also want to make sure that I also take time to relax and just, I can't come up with the words. Words are not my bestie. Your best friends. You're gonna notice throughout this entire vlogs, when it comes to coming up with words, it's just not it for me. But I will try my best this year to just take care of myself in the best way possible, physically and also mentally as well. That is the end of the video. This was a quick one, but it's the start of something new again. So I'm really excited to tackle this year and see where I would go by the end of the year. My goal, my discipline is to make videos up until the end of the year. I'm gonna try my hardest with YouTube and also with TikTok as well. I guess just to give a little, and I should have done that in the beginning, but just to give a little insight on how I'll be posting so you're not just weirded out when you don't see a video 1 week, is I'm gonna be posting on here twice a month because, again, like I said, I do have a busy year, but also because it gives me time to be able to make these videos and also post them as well. I'm starting that off this way because, again, I do have other priorities, and I don't want to miss out and ruin the consistency that I do want to have on this platform and on other platforms as well. With TikTok, I'm probably going to be posting once a week to start. I'm stable right now, but it's going to be a little rocky, so I want to get to a stability that I know for a fact that if I set my things up this way, I'll be able to do it. I know other people, they go all in, but I know the way I know myself over the past few years, if I do not take my time and build things up, or build up from small to largest, it's just going to crash and burn in my face, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to be posting twice a month, but I just wanted to give an idea of what my 2023 is going to be. You know, my actual plans, like I said, I'm not revealing them yet, but don't worry, you're probably going to be noticing them throughout the year. And also, inshallah, I hope to make a end of the year 2023 video where I kind of talk about the things that I was able to accomplish this year, content creation, inshallah, hopefully being one. So yeah, I am excited, and I do hope that I get to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for listening to me today. If you plan on doing anything, I pray to God that, you know, things work out for you in the best of ways. Thank you so much for listening to me speak today, and I do hope you guys have a great day. Bye.